I'm here with Patchy Mix, one half of the main event in the Bellator Bantamweight Grand Prix. $1 million on the line, interim Bantamweight Championship on the line. Patchy, man, thank you for doing this. How are you, man?
Doing good, man. They're with the win and half right now.
Man, tell me, man, how are you feeling just a few days away from this main event against Raufeon Stots?
I feel good, man. Ready to go. Ready to put the pressure on this guy, put the pace on this guy, and put him away.
So you're coming in on a 4-fight winning streak. You've looked outstanding in your last two fights. I'm curious though. The first fight in the bantamweight Grand Prix, you had to fight Kyochi Horiguchi. I gotta know, man, fighting a guy like that, did it get frustrating in there trying to track that guy down?
No, man, it was all right. Just I fought him for 10 minutes on the feet, so that was the only times I really had to track him down. Aside from that, it was on the ground and I was controlling him. But it was all right. Just learning. Try to stay patient, calm. I want to feel his power. He's got like 18 knockouts, so I want to feel his shots. But it was good, man. I was excited. Just I was excited with how it went.
Now, a lot of people thought that Magomedov was going to be a tough matchup for you. You proved that was pretty much slight work for you. How did you feel about your performance in that one?
I felt good. I was able to put him away. I was able to capitalize on his mistakes. I felt like I was, a different class, different level. I'm better. I'm better than a lot of these guys when it comes to grappling. I'm coming into my own grappling right now. I'm a much better version of myself than I was even when I fought Horiguchi. Now, I know that from how I used to do with my training partners to how I'm doing with them now. How I used to go with guys where I used to cross train to how I do now. The level in my technique on my stand up to how it is now. I'm much evolved now. I'm a lot better and I'm entering my prime. This guy is years older than me. When he was a little younger, he was probably at my age 1.2. Coming up just like I am. And I'm the younger, the faster, the stronger guy, the bigger man. And about to put this guy down, put him away, show him, Like I said, the last fight is the best version of ourselves. It's the most recent. You're only as good as your last. I don't care about records, win streaks, none of that. You're only as good as your last. And his last, that's the version I seen. My last, that's the version I gave. So it's only 4 months later. I was prepared to fight him December 9th. I was prepared to fight him February 2nd on the CBS card. I'll be prepared to fight him April 22nd in Hawaii for Bellator 295. So I'm excited. I'm ready to go. And I just don't think, I just think I'm going to outclass this guy.
Yeah, so you talked about him. So tell me, what do you think about his game? What do you think about his style, and what advantages do you see for yourself in that matchup?
I think I have many advantages. I think I have a cardio advantage. I have a reach advantage. I have a grappling advantage. Um, who's to say I don't have a striking advantage? Who's to say I'm not better than him in the clinch? Who's to say I can't kick better than him? Who's to say I can't wrestle better than him? So I think I have advantages everywhere, all in MMA. I know where he is dangerous though, and I'd be naive to say he wasn't. He's dangerous certain times with his hands. He's got a big power kick, and he could wrestle. And more importantly, the kid knows how to win. Like he knows how to steal rounds. He knows how to win when it's close. He knows how to stay calm, and he knows how to not get submitted. Obviously, he hasn't been submitted. So let's see how he does against me. Let's see if he can't get submitted against me. I don't see it.
So do you think that you fought someone that has his type of style? Like, have you seen a guy like him before, or is he presenting something that you haven't seen before?
He's not presenting anything I haven't seen before. I literally trained with him and watched my teammates choke him out in practice. Like guys that I don't get choked out by, I watched choke him out in practice when I was just training. So he's not showing me nothing I haven't seen before. He's gonna try to devise a game plan that's gonna be landing one shot he's gonna try to tactically beat me, like kick me, run away, some shit like that. Like he's gonna be like avoiding stuff. Like I just know it. I just know his style. I could see it from a mile away, and I don't know. I'm just not intimidated by the guy, you know. I feel like, this is gonna be my coming out party, and I'm gonna put this guy away.
Once again, man, I appreciate your time. Just a couple
Anytime,
more
man.
for you. Just a couple more for you, man. But uh, what did you think of his last performance with Sabatello? You talked about you were able to watch and you were able to see some of the things that he was doing. What do you think about his? What did you think about that last performance against Danny Sabatello?
I mean, it was horrible. Horrible. I mean, it was so bad. It was on the main it was the main event of a Bellator 289 card. Like, the card's being broadcasted to the world. It's a horrible fight. I fought before that fight and put the guy out in emphatic fashion, like climbed on the cage. These two talk shit for months, and
Yeah,
they literally had the worst performance of anything. It was a full blown 25-minute wrestling match. They both were dog tired. And then he got on the microphone and acted like he won the Super Bowl. It was like absolutely pathetic. You know what I mean? It was comical. The way he perceived it was comical. Like afterwards, he thought he was like I would have been so ashamed of myself if I fought like that. I would have hung my head all the way to the locker room. Like one of the judges even gave it for the other guy. Like I can't in my brain, I can't ever think like if I won a split decision, I wouldn't be happy. First off, because that's not even that really one person that thinks that the other guy won. So
right.
that from the judge's perception, if you had a different judge, who's to say you would still win that fight? So, I don't know. I thought the fight was horrible. And Sabatello and him, they both just do the same thing. Like when it gets down to the nitty gritty, when it gets down to really fighting and stuff, they both just start shooting for their life. You know what I mean? Like when they both get hurt, tired, they start shooting for their life. Granted, he landed a lucky kick on Juan. He got a full charge from the second round to go into the third. He was all fresh. He got a minute. He threw a kick. Juan dipped, caught him. Big deal. Happened with Aljamain Sterling and Marlon Moraes too.
Yeah.
Big, same knockout. It doesn't, I mean, doesn't tell the whole story. 10 minutes that fight, you were getting your ass kicked. So, his last two fights, both of the fights at times in the fight, he was getting his ass kicked. Against Magomed, he let him mount him in the last minute of the fight, barely survived that one. Like, if you let me mount you, I'm gonna put my elbow through your forehead. Like, so I'm coming to put him away. Like, there's levels to this shit on the ground, and I'm way better than him on the ground. Like, I'm the highest level black belt. I submit some of the best ranked no-gi competitors in the world that are just doing jujitsu. I'm one of the best grapplers in the world, not just wrestlers, I'm a hybrid, and I'm coming to finish this guy. We're fighting for $1 million. There's a reason we're both there. He's got the accolades, to be there, but so do I. I'm 17-1. I got almost double the amount of finishes as him. I'm the more dangerous opponent. And I just feel he's gonna see. I'm gonna catch this guy. I'm gonna take his neck home with me. I'm gonna catch this guy. And who knows? He might even message me afterwards and be like, "Yo, I need some help, bro. I need some help with some training on the ground, bro. You fucking violated me, dog. Yeah, I need some help,
Man,
bro." We'll
you're
see,
fired
bro.
up,
We're
man.
gonna see. I'm looking to come humble his ass, though.
Mm.
I'm looking to come humble his ass, bro. You've been talking all this shit about me for a long time, saying I'm running from him. Next Saturday night after the fight's done, I'm gonna look at him and say who is running from who. You know what I mean? Because I'm coming out there to violate this boy. Put him on his back. He like a turtle on his back. Put him on his back, pass his guard, take his neck home. $1 million. You know what I mean? Let's do it.
Man, you're fired up, man. I'm getting more excited as I'm talking to you, man. But
I can't
um,
wait.
you mentioned Juan Archuleta, his win against Juan Archuleta. You've been pretty much flawless throughout your MMA career. The only loss was to him. Is there anything that you can take from that fight and bring it into this one? Anything you can take from that lone loss and a title
Yeah, just
fight?
pace myself. Pace myself. Like why don't you let I didn't pace myself. I just tried to finish as much as I could. Got stuck on her bottom in some scrambles. Like at one point, he was like sitting on me, and I was like underneath him. That was like 2 minutes of the fight. We played out like that. Just understanding my position, my awareness, my IQ, staying calm, and it's a wrap, dog. You know, It's like you seen the Sabatello fight, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if Patchy Mix gets those positions, bro.
Yeah.
I'll strangle you. I'll strangle you out cold. So I don't know. I'm excited, man. Let's see if he got that much better in jujitsu. He said he traveled all around with all these guys. Yo, I trained with Islam Makhachev. I trained with all these dudes too that got me a lot better too. So like when he spent time trying to catch up to me and all this shit, I spent time getting better too. And
Yeah.
now next Saturday night, it's a culmination of all this shit. We get to see who can fight better on the feet too. I'm coming out there. We got the same stance. I'm a southpaw. He's the southpaw. Let's see who's got a better jab. Let's see who's got a better, some of the better kicks. Let's see who's got the better game. Let's see who's got more dog. I can't wait to find out. We're in the game, to find out. Like, this is the best sport in the world. There's no other sport you get to, compete and find out like this. So, he's gonna have to show me some, you know. He's gonna have to earn my respect. I'm gonna be there though.
I love it, man. So Sergio Pettis and Pitbull was announced. What are your thoughts on that booking?
It's exciting, man. Pitbull coming down, 3-weight champion. He probably gets it done. Pettis coming off ACL injury. Who knows? He might shock the sports world and knock him out like he did Horiguchi, or like how he beat Juan. I think he smoked Juan 50-45. I don't know what happened in that fight for Archuleta. I mean, but they're both strikers. Like Sergio's a good striker. I give it to him. Coming up against me, I'm a grappler though. You know what I mean? I'll strangle you. So like, I don't know. How does Patricio fight him? If he fights him in just a stand-up fight, Patricio might cut a lot of weight and get caught. But I think he should mix in his wrestling, takedowns. He's got a lot of power. It's hard to pick against the guy that knocked out Michael Chandler, 155, 145 pound champion. It's hard for me to pick against him. But, I just hope the best guy wins. Either way, I'm punching my ticket to the super fight next Saturday. And Sergio's number 7 pound for pound. Patricio's number 1 pound for pound. When they fight, someone's going to have to take that spot, that top spot. And then when I fight one of them, I'll be coming for that top spot myself.
Love it, man. So last question for you, 2-part. So when you win this tournament, what's one thing that you're gonna do with your winnings, and how do you get the job done on April 22nd?
When I win this tournament, I'm gonna buy my mother a house. That's one of the things I'm gonna do with the money, since you asked for one of them. And how I get the job done is true Patchy Mix fashion. I take this boy's back and strangle him. If it don't happen like that, I have 100 different other chokes that I'm so well versed in now. But I'm gonna take his neck. I'm gonna strangle this boy. I'm gonna strangle him. I'm gonna put him on his back. I'm gonna strangle him. And if he ain't ready for me, and if he's too naive and he didn't do his proper homework, I might even embarrass him. I might strangle him quick. But I think he did his proper homework. I think I did my proper homework. I think this is going to be a little chess match. And I see, I don't think it's going to be easy, but, I don't think it'll be easy, but I'll be there. I don't think it'll be that hard either. I'm going to strangle him a couple rounds, man. He ain't lasting that long with me. I'm going to strangle this guy.
All right, man. There is nothing else that to be said. You're fired up. I cannot wait for this matchup. Patchy Mix in the main event of the Bellator Bantamweight Grand Prix for $1 million in the interim Bantamweight Championship. Patchy, good luck, man. Can't wait to see it.
Let's do it. Let's run it. I'll see you, bro.
See you, man. Thank you.